Hey, what's up guys, it's Harry here. So in this video we're gonna take a look at this laptop here. Is the MSI GS43VR 7RE Phantom Pro. This is actually a 2017 model. I know it's 2018 now, but I still want to do this video for you guys is because this is not just the laptop that I'm currently using. I think it was the only 14-inch laptop that MSI offers today. Another thing I want to mention is if you're in States, you may find a different spec on this laptop because I'm in Canada and this is the one I have here. This one runs on the 4-core 8-thread, the Kaby Lake Intel Core i7 7700HQ processor. Base speed is 2.8 GHz. With Turbo Boost, you can go up to 3.8 GHz. Also come with the Nvidia GTX 1060 at a 60GB VRAM, also 16GB of DDR4 RAM, 2400 MHz. For the storage, it only comes with single 256GB M.2 SATA speed SSD. Well, it's titled as a gaming laptop by MSI, but I think it's also a great choice for content creators, for example for doing video editing stuff. I think this was initially designed for competing market with the Razer Blade 14-inch laptop at the time because basically have the same spec with this one. Let's do a quick unbox first. So in the package, you will get a GS43 laptop placed in the fabric bag, a power adapter, and among some paper documents. And they also even give you a hard drive kit for a 2.5-inch hard drive you can install because this one does not have a hard drive in there. The design is very typical MSI. The chassis is pretty much the same as the other MSI GS laptops, except the brand new GS65, which had a totally brand new design. But well, that's 2018. The top surface is aluminum with some brushy flecks on it, and the rest of the body is just plastic. The dimension of this laptop is 38 cm by 24.9 cm by 1.75 cm. Which in inches is about 14.96 by 9.8 by 0.69. And the weight is about 1.7 kilograms, and that's about 3.75 pounds. For the build quality, you will be expecting some flags on pretty much everywhere on this laptop. But in general, if you are just going to place this laptop on a flat surface, it should be okay. The hinge feels pretty well made, it has good tension. And on the left, it has an Ethernet port, a power port, one USB 3 port, one multi-card reader, and audio and mic jacks, which this computer also supports hi-fi and high-res audios. On the right, it has a full HDMI port, another USB 3, and a Thunderbolt 3. The screen is 14-inch. It is a 1080p Full HD IPS panel display, and it also has this matte non-reflection finish, which I like it very much. The screen has very good viewing angles up to 170 degrees. The screen has very nice color support. It covers 94% of NTSC, 100% of sRGB. And there's also has an internal tuning software called MSI True Color Profile. You can use that to tune the screen to your choice. This is also one of the main reasons I said the laptop should be very good for the content creators. But there's one thing you need to be aware of, which is there is some of backlight bleed under the panel. And it's very noticeable when you're using the laptop in darker areas or during the night. But in the daytime, I don't notice that very much, so feels okay. As the brightness, I don't have exact number on my hand at this moment, but it is bright enough for you to use under the sunlight. You will be comfortably using that display at home or at your office. The webcam on the top of the screen, it shoots 1080p Full HD videos at 30 frames per second. And the quality of the video looks like this. The keyboard is still serious keyboard and it has backlighting, but it's only fixed to red color. You can't change it. Yeah, I know, that's kind of suck. Good thing is the keyboard itself feels very nice. And when I say nice, it's then pretty good. It has very good key travel and it just feels very nice to type on it. But under the keyboard there, the touchpad is really suck. It is plastic surface. It's not using Microsoft native driver. It's using Elan driver. It does not support Microsoft like multi-finger track function, this thing, you know. The feel of the click is pretty soft and it's not accurate as it should be. Every time when I try to use this touchpad, I never had a good experience with it. And just not a nice touchpad after all. The speaker is not on the top or the side or at the bottom as some other MSI laptops. It is located in the front of the laptop, which is more like facing towards you. The sound quality of the speakers It's pretty standard, I say. Mostly it's because the weak base. It is easy to open the back panel to see what's the components inside. Just removing some screws here. Just be careful, you will have to avoid the warranty sticker if you're going to do this. Both the RAM and hard drive can be easily swapped out and changed. The RAM can be upgraded to a maximum of 32 GB. And in this case, the laptop I have here does not have a physical hard drive here, rather just a single 256 GB M.2 SATA SSD, which means the hard drive slot is empty. That's what I think why the package included a 2.5-inch hard drive kit. So that's pretty much just for you to install a 2.5-inch hard drive in this laptop here. Well, for the performance of this hard drive, it is M.2 SSD, so it will have a much better performance over the physical hard drive. Well, this is a gaming laptop, so let's talk about gaming. And since I'm not an active gamer now, I think the most recent game that I played was Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. For this video, I guess I just have to run some tests and to show you guys what's the result and to show you what the gaming looks like on this laptop. On the spec, GTX 1060 is expecting more than a 40% performance improvement over the previous generation, which is GTX 900 series. The GTX 1060 outperforms very much like a desktop PC, so you will have no problem to play current games on this laptop here. Especially if you play game in 1080p max or ultra settings, most games should give you average performance of 60 to 90 frames per second if you're just gonna play the game in 1080p resolutions. GTA 5, you may going to experience some small lack of performance in 1080p ultra high settings. The FPS is just going to be around 40 to 50 frames per second, which is still very playable to me. If you turn down the setting to medium high, you will get much better result with hitting average 50 to 60 frames per second. So in general, let me say this. If you're only going to play the game in 1080p resolutions, doesn't matter which setting you have, this laptop will provide you a great gaming experience. But if you play game in 1440p and 4K, then it's gonna be another story. This is only a 1080p screen here, so if you do want to play game in different resolution like 1440p or 4K, you have to hook up a separate monitor. You will be expecting a performance drop over 1080p resolution playing. It is also virtual reality ready. Well, I currently don't have any VR headsets in my home, so I cannot show you guys the VR playing experience with this laptop here. But what I know is this one had the GTX 1060, also had the 6GB VRAM. The current Nvidia Pascal platform had over the 3 times performance over the past generation GPU. With a 16GB RAM, Core i7 7700HQ, I'm pretty confident and expect the VR should be playing very nicely on this laptop. Now for the content creators, especially for the video editors on the go, the video editing is also fast on editing and rendering 1080p videos, and will be comfortable on 4K editing and rendering as well. As a matter of fact, this whole video is actually edited and rendered on this laptop here. The software I'm using is Adobe Premiere Pro. This GTX 1060 just outputs an awesome performance for content creators. This laptop has 2 fans on the bottom on each side. The fan noise on idle is pretty quiet, but when you push this thing under low, the fan can go crazy and it will be much louder. In my preference, I say it is very loud. However, you can adjust the fan speed profile in the MSI own tuning software that they call Dragon Center. It does get hot, and if you're planning to using this laptop on your knees or on your legs, you won't feel very comfortable to playing games or doing video editing for a long time. And just don't put this thing on your bed or any surface that can block the airflow. It's just because it will easily make the laptop temperature go pretty high pretty fast. And it uses a 135 watts AC adapter to charge the battery, and the battery is 8000 mAh, 65 watt-hour lithium iron battery. One thing I want to say, the battery performance on this laptop is actually pretty poor. With normal use, lasts me around 2.5 to 3 hours, maximum 3 hours. So if you're planning to play games or just do video editing where you're using the battery, you're expecting, I think, maybe a maximum 1 hour or less. The price of the laptop is currently $1949 Canadian dollars on Amazon.ca, $1899 US dollars on Amazon.com. This is not a cheap laptop. I got it for $1749, and I got it from NCX before they went bankruptcy. Yeah. At least a similar price showed up on Amazon. So if you are interested in purchasing this laptop, just be aware to watch out the price. Alright, to sum it up here. So overall, I think this is going to be a great laptop. With 7th Gen Core i7 processors, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, Nvidia GTX 1060, it delivers good performance. With 14-inch size, it is very compact for a gaming laptop like this. But even though this is not super thin and light laptop here, but still I think you can comfortably carry this thing on with you on your trip. It has a nice keyboard but not so nice touchpad, The screen and display I like it very much because it's bright and very color accurate, but there is backlight bleeds under the panel. This thing does go hot pretty quickly, and when it does, the fan will go crazy and the noise will be loud. I wish I had more USB port because it seems like one on each side, total of 2, is never enough on this one. And the overall build quality I was expecting of above average, but there is definitely been some quality issues under the lower chassis. It just feels like squeaky. Other than that, it's just being a simple, good looking laptop and works great. Alright, what do you guys think about this one? I hope you guys like this video. If you do like it, please hit that like button. If you don't, the button's still there. And subscribe if you haven't done so. And I see you guys next time. Cheers guys.